Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Michelle M. Rosella, your lab facilitator for today. The topic for this session is how to draft your own individual development plan. This is one of the activities in Module 4 of the Learning Delivery Modalities Course 2 or the LDM2. What you will see in this presentation is a summary of what transpired during the focus group discussion among our group members, the DIHS Team 27 Group 2. This is a plan, and this can be amended, modified, or changed as need arises. So let us see if we have the same thoughts. Here is a professional self-assessment questionnaire. We have 5 items here. The first item, I can use the modality with ease. Strongly agree. Second item, I can confidently use the platforms and the modalities. Strongly agree. Third item, I can use pedagogies associated with the modalities and platforms. Strongly agree. Fourth item, I can very well manage my learners or class in the modality that my school has adopted. Strongly agree. And the last item, I can very well engage with parents and community partners in assisting the learners. I strongly agree. What you have seen is an activity in Module 4 of LDM2 course. It is easier said than done. It is easy to check all the items, but is this true in reality? So from being a proficient teacher to a distinguished teacher, from being a good teacher to being the best teacher, it's all for the love of knowledge, all for the learners. That is our goal as teachers. In drafting the individual development plan, or the IDP, it must be aligned with what is mandated in the DEPED Order Number 12, Series of 2020, or the adoption of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or the BE-LCP, for the school year 2020 to 2021 in the light of the COVID-19 pandemic public health emergency. Likewise, this IDP should also be in consonance with the DEPED Memorandum No. 050, Series of 2020, or the DEPED Professional Development Priorities for Teachers and School Leaders for the school year 2020 to 2023. The PD priorities shall support the realization of the DEPED's goal of continuous upskilling and reskilling of teachers and school leaders that will result in better learning outcomes. The source of this is DEPED Memorandum No. 050, Series of 2020. The 3-year PD priority shall be drawn from the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, or the PPST, while the PD priorities for school leaders shall be drawn from the Philippine Professional Standards for Supervisors, or the PPSS. The source of this is again the DEPED Memorandum No. 050, Series of 2020. But here in this session, I will only discuss the PPST, or the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. So because this will be the basis in drafting the IDP, or the Individual Development Plan. So the PPST has 7 domains and strands. The first domain, the content, knowledge, and pedagogy. The second domain, the learning environment. The third domain, diversity of learners. The fourth domain, curriculum and planning. The fifth domain, assessment and reporting. The sixth domain, community linkages and professional engagement. And the seventh domain, the last one, the personal growth and professional development. For Strand 2, research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning. The strength, conducts own research, read related researches. Developmental needs, only 25% engage in research. So the intervention, conduct trainings for research. Timeline, all year round, but can be done during semestral breaks and summer vacation. Resources needed, resource speakers, internet connection. For Strand 3, positive use of ICT. The strength, knowledge of online platforms, Microsoft Office, and different apps. Developmental needs, about 75% of the members are equipped. So still intervention is needed, trainings on how to utilize the technology, ask help from the co-teachers. Timeline, all year round, but can be done during semestral breaks and on summer vacation. Resources needed, resource speakers, internet connection, gadgets. For Strand 7, classroom communication strategies. The strength, knowledge of child psychology. Developmental needs, 100% is ready for this. But always keep abreast with the laws and policies about child policies or child protection. The timeline, all year round, but can be done during semestral breaks and summer vacation. Resources needed, good resource speakers, internet connections. For Domain 2, learning environment, the Strand 1 is about learner safety and security. The strength, knowledge about the laws on child's rights. 100% of all the members are knowledgeable on this. So just continue with the trainings and webinars to be updated. All year round, but can be done during semestral breaks and summer vacation. Resources needed, trainings, credible speakers. For Strand 2, fair learning environment. The strength, practice honesty and dedication to the work as teachers. Developmental needs, 100% of all the members agreed to this, and they do actually practice this. So they continue with what they are doing. It can be done all year round, but during summer breaks and semestral breaks. Resources needed, trainings, speakers, and the likes. For Domain 3, diversity of learners, knowledge of child protection policy and other laws related to this. 100% is knowledgeable on this. So just continue with what they are doing. Keep on attending webinars related to this. Conduct forums where teachers may share their experiences. timeline for this is all year round, but can be done during semestral breaks and summer vacation. Resources needed, electronic copies of the laws, and then form support groups that could help the teachers to cope with the situation. For Strand 4, learners in difficult circumstances, the strength, do understand and know the students or the learners. 100% of the members has his or her own style on how to deal with it. So the intervention, share to colleagues their management styles and keep a student profile. So the timeline only when needed. So the resources, the student profile. Domain number 4, curriculum and planning. For Strand 1, planning and management of teaching and learning process. The strengths are know-how about how to handle the class and readiness for the opening of classes. 100% is ready for this new normal, blended learning. Apply the knowledge learned from the webinars on blended learning all year round, but can be done during semestral breaks and summer vacation. Resources needed, LDM2 course and other resources given to us by DEPED. Strand 5, teaching and learning resources including ICT. Knowledge of online platforms, Microsoft Office, different apps. About 75% of the members are equipped. So the intervention here, trainings on how to utilize the technology. Ask help from the co-teachers. The timeline all year round, but can be done only on semestral breaks or summer vacation. And then credible resource speakers, internet connection, gadgets. For Domain 5, assessment and reporting, we have 3 strands. Strand 2, monitoring and evaluation of learner progress and achievement. Strand 3, feedback to improve learning. And Strand 4, communication of learners' needs, progress, and achievements to key stakeholders. So for the strength, of course, we are still waiting for the guidelines to be provided, of course, by DEPED. Developmental needs, so it's still in progress. So prior to the pandemic, the teachers do have already the knowledge on how to do this, doing assessment and reporting of the learner's needs. For the intervention, still thinking about this, depending on the guidelines to be given by DEPED. So the timeline, of course, definitely it should be before the start of the class. We have to know how we will do the assessment and reporting this COVID-19 pandemic. And of course, the resources needed must be the DEPED memo or guidelines about assessment and reporting. For Domain 6, community linkages and professional engagement. For Strand 1, establishment of learning environments that are responsive to community contexts. So the strength, coordinate with the LGUs, like the barangays and the city government. Maybe you could also coordinate with the national level. And then the developmental needs, 100% of the members will participate. Intervention is through LGU programs, the programs from the barangay, city government, the province, region, and even the national level. It could be done all year round, Resources needed are the LGU people. For strand 2, engagement of parents and the wider school community in the educative process. So maintain open communication with the parents. That's the strength of us teachers. 100% of the members will participate. It can be done through Brigada Eskwela program, the PTA program. All year round, involvement of the PTA officers are needed, and as well as the teachers. For strand 4, school policies and procedures. The strength identified was knowledge on school policies and procedures. 100% of the members will participate. So intervention, participation in school activities, involvement in the tech. It could be done all year round. So the people involved are the school administrators, staff, employees, teachers. For number 7, domain 7, the professional growth and professional development. So strand 1, it's about the philosophy of teaching. Always remember that we are here to teach and influence learners to be better individuals. Definitely 100% know this. Members know this. Because why? Because we are teachers here. But again, seminars and webinars are still needed. It can be done all year round. So resources needed, the teacher himself or herself, and resource speakers. For strand 2, dignity of teaching as a profession, we must always protect the dignity of being a teacher. Definitely 100% know about this. As long as we live, we need to stand by this. And of course, the resources needed are the people, the teacher himself or herself, resource speakers that could conduct the 7 seminars and webinars. And the last one, the strand 4, the professional reflection and learning to improve practice. One strength that was identified by the group is to enroll or finish graduate studies. So definitely 100% agrees with this. In order for you to do this, you need to have the support from the school and family support and willingness of the individual. So the timeline, of course, that depends on the individual's goal in life. So the resources needed, the support from the school, support from the family, and of course the financial support. So that's the last domain of the PPST. But before we end the session, please allow me to read this quote of Peter Taylor. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So that's the end of the presentation. Thanks for listening. Your comments, your suggestions, your additional inputs, your reactions are very much welcome. So if you want, you can email me at michelle.rosella01@deped.gov.ph. Cell phone number is 0917-953-2068. And please do like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel, Dr. Mich Rosella. So that's it. God bless and See you next session. Bye for now.